Tone Meant for Me, Offensive Jokes with
the king of offensive jokes, Donald.
And B.
Hey Magical Misfits, it's Kaidain Ivy and welcome back to A Tone Meant for Me with Donald and V.
Hello!
Because they've kind of shipped up together and...
Shipped in like parcels? Like we came in different packages?
You never know. I don't think he came in the same package.
Orders?
Were mail orders? Which site did you order him from?
Did you get me from a C-can?
Did you give him a discount?
I don't know.
You don't know, but you ordered him.
Things just appear on my front doorstep. I don't know how they
What,
got there.
like a tramp? Like a
tramp?
like like a disc, like
Show up with your stick and then polka dot bag at the end.
with the little.
But you know, if you feed them, they never go away.
Yeah, and that's a bad idea. You give me glitter, I'm like, I live here now.
So this is how I have the two of you on my couch.
Like I thought
Got her in the bathroom injecting glitter.
just don't look at me, don't look at me. So, Kayla, what are we talking about today?
Offensive jokes.
Oh, so you. Yeah, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Am I kidding? Who knows?
Well, you read me all the time.
It's
V.
true,
It's
but
fine.
I like what, at first grade level, just like, what? I don't understand. What? Oh no, gay. Everything's gay. So, offensive jokes. So
Bringing it down, we are all notorious for making slightly off-colored jokes, or very
I've never
colored,
even been
or
banned from
very
Facebook,
colored jokes. Oh my god! When are you allowed on Facebook?
he has a permission slip from you?
From Zuckerberg.
From Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
Did you say?
I was banned twice yesterday. Like banned, unbanned, banned, and then unbanned again. Like
Who bans you? Does Mark just sits in his tiny little stone castle?
I just literally get on and like, you guys are being racist right now. Like,
Okay.
and they're like,
Yeah.
unban.
I'm banned. Zuckerberg just looks like an
Alien.
off-brand
A really
droid.
weird-
His hair is so weird looking. Like he can afford a haircut.
Yeah.
Why does he look
He
like
looks like Bill Gates and Elon Musk's love child.
not love child, like death child.
Biological child.
Like they
just-
fucked, but he got shat out of it, Elon Musk's ass because his face just does not look real. Like it looks like silicone
Shit him out of
rubber.
a Tesla coil.
What?
Just shit him out of a Tesla
Shit him
coil.
out of a Tesla. Just like. Ugh. Do you think Grimes did the instrumental music to that?
I hope so.
I can't. Yeah, fucking Grimes, man. Like,
Tubular
I just,
bells.
babe, you just don't know my butter. I still want to dip things in butter. It's that kind of thing. I don't know. So, offensive jokes. Which area are we going to talk about that? Like, has there ever been a joke you've told that's got you in trouble?
Yes.
Okay, what's one of your favorites?
I don't think I have like a list of ones that I'm just like, no, this is my top
I just know that
ranking,
I've said them.
top ranking offensive
Have
joke.
you ever heard a joke that you're like, I don't really find that funny? Like, rape jokes aside, obviously. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
rape jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not funny.
No.
Okay, let me ask you something. What is a joke that is bordering the line of like, we can all laugh at that versus, oh no, that's too much. That's way too neck deep in the bad sauce. Like, what's a line? Is there lines, is there borders to you to an offensive joke?
Yes.
Okay.
It depends on how the joke is being told and in what context. Because if it's
And who
like
tells it.
and who tells it. Because if it's you guys who are just like reading me to filth, that's one thing. It's funny. But if somebody just like is passing me in the street and is gonna say something offensive to me or make some kind of comment or joke or something, like it's not the same. If I have like if another female is talking to me and we joke about being a female, that's funny. And then if I have a straight male come up to me and tell the same joke and make it derogatory and it's not funny.
And then they go like, oh, it's just a joke.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke,
It's
man.
just like, it's like putting a Band-Aid on a wound.
if there's something, if it's for comedic effect and not to highlight your point as a misogynist.
Yeah. Which, offensive jokes is kind of like, in a weird way, one of the cornerstones of the drag gay community.
Yes.
Because you have queens.
Yes.
Community, really.
Yeah, but like when it comes to queens and like they kind of built.
But think,
Well, it's like the cornerstone
thing
of
is,
any marginalized
yeah,
group. That, like,
because
black jokes.
you battle rap,
Yeah.
and then you're in the drag community,
Yeah.
and then token Asian.
But who also builds half my wardrobe, so that's kind of like a weird joke.
The sewing
Anyway,
Asian.
The sewing Asian.
Okay,
The
so
sweatshop
yeah,
sewing.
no, I have to tell you this story.
Okay, cool.
My mom is gonna 100% kill me, but this one it is an offensive joke, but it is still funny. So mom was doing a elementary school play,
Yeah.
and she was getting all ready for that because she directed the school plays, and I was helping her make the costumes, obviously, and so. I'd been sewing, and it was really, really hot because it was the end of the school year, so it was like June, and we don't have air conditioning in my parents' old place, and my dad was looking for me. He went to my mom, he's just like, where's Kayla? Oh, she's upstairs. And he goes upstairs, he sees me, he marches back downstairs, he's like, Leslie? Why is there a little Asian woman upstairs at your sewing machine sewing these swastikas onto the costumes for your little Aryan children? Because there I was, making the little Nazi costumes for The Sound of Music.
Well, I used to do that, like, landscaping. Like, I'd be out there landscaping.
Making Nazi
Not
costumes
costume,
for
but
children?
making offensive jokes. Like, people would be like, "Oh, what are you doing around the side of the house?" I'd be like, "Oh, I seen your white neighbors, and I didn't want them." That you had a colored person working for you doing like yard work. That's so stereotypical, and plus they'll be like, "Can I get one?" And that's not happening either.
Or like when my mom goes, like, she was doing laundry, she'd be like, okay, I'm gonna put the whites in first, then the colors. Oh, right. Again, everything. Whites first again, guys. You don't think that my laundry is gonna be worth going first? And she was just like,
She just felt that.
Your laundry needed to go after everyone else's.
yeah.
Yeah, it does. Like it's an order of things. That's just how it is. Yeah. You
But,
matter.
like-
You matter. Your laundry matters. All laundry matters.
All laundry matters.
All your dirty laundry matters. Let's just air everyone's
Except for
dirty.
the individual socks. Those really don't matter.
They don't give a shit about that. Why can't all socks be mismatched? What's the point of matching socks?
Mine are all mishmash.
Yeah, I mean, like,
That should be like a gay ad.
well, why
Like
can't
mix match socks.
mixed match
Like,
socks? There's a
not
company.
all socks matched.
All socks match. There's a company out there that does mismatched socks on purpose.
That's hilarious.
I have a pair of those at home, and they're so comfy. They're like thick wool socks.
Like now for interracial couples.
Interracial,
This is yellow and black socks. for us.
interracial gay couples, interracial queer non-binary
We're
couples.
getting yellow and
Just,
black
just
socks.
We're getting yellow and black. So.
black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
With
black and-
rainbows on them.
Yeah.
Just make it gay. Just make it super, super gay.
Yeah,
So
that's
offensive
weird.
jokes. Like growing up, what kind of jokes were you used to hearing about you and that? Like I asked. Here's the thing, and I'm white, so I never got to hear like racist jokes growing up.
Did anybody else know that P was white?
So of course, me growing up hearing racist jokes obviously would
Trigger you.
not trigger me. Well, yes.
Into a Klan rally.
Into a Klan rally. Well, I grew up in Antigonish, so I'm just like, I gotta stay away from these bitches.
Antigonish.
So when I heard, I grew up in Antigonish, so it was a terrible place to grow up. So, and obviously it was very white, but also like I noticed that.
Like if you went out without your cloak on, people made fun of you.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, obviously, yeah. So, but it was a.
Except for V's was dyed like pink.
It was dyed actually blue.
Dave Chappelle, remember the gay Klansman?
The gay Klansman! So yeah, no, I just, when I heard about those racist gay jokes, obviously they were from a place of hatred and bigotry and that kind of thing, but I couldn't, not that I can't imagine because I'm not, I'm white. It's like hearing from you guys, hearing, offensive jokes growing up, how did you ever talk about offensive jokes with your family at all? Like, what was that like? Like, what was, from your point of view?
I guess not like racially offensive jokes with my family. Because like my mom's family is white. My dad's family would be black. So I mean, they just...
Did you ever have to
Never.
feel like you had to choose sides sometimes? Or do code switching or that kind of thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You did.
My mom always let me be black.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was weird. Like, having a white mom, she was just like literally right at the gate, like, you are black. Like,
Oh, okay.
like, there's no half, there's no...
Yeah.
If it was slavery, you'd be slave too. Like, and like, whenever I had questions, she'd be like, I don't know, like, go ask your black family. Like,
No.
that's what they're there for. Like, I don't
Yeah.
come back and tell me the answer. Like,
Yeah. So she just knew, like, off the bat, like, the second that you even have a pinch of black in you, you
Yeah.
are black.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter what ratio. Just like,
yeah. I mean, literally, they had laws, like the 1/8 laws. If you
Yeah.
had 1/8 or more black in you, you were free to be slaved. Or killed, or sundown laws.
yeah. You were agreeing on the code switching thing. I just said.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because my parents raised me to be white. They raised a colored person to be white, and then can't understand why the world would not see their child as not white. And they cannot get their head around the fact that that would even exist, but that my child is white. No. Like, you're just putting your filters on. I am still colored. No, you're not. You don't count as colored. Telling me that I don't count as colored is as counterproductive.
We'd have an easier time convincing people that you were male
Yeah.
in this day and
100%.
age than you ever would that you were white.
Yeah.
Like,
But so the thing is, when people made jokes to me as a kid or around me as a kid, and I bring it up to my parents and I'd be like, this hurt me, they'd be like, ignore it. Like, no, this hurt me. It doesn't exist. And so it was my fault for being sensitive. So then as I grow up and as I have a voice of my own, I make the most offensive jokes towards Asians that I can think of first, so that nobody fires it at me. And that I'm aware that this elephant in the room. So I'm going to acknowledge it before anybody can come at me with a knife and carve it out of me.
Okay.
And that's kind of the difference. So I will laugh at jokes that are meant to be offensive. Yes, I understand it. I do it too. But where I'm coming from is a place of hurt when I'm sharing it or I'm doing it, and I'm doing it as an uncomfortable way of dealing with this. I'm not doing it to be a derogatory for somebody else. I'm kind of self-deprecating on myself so that somebody else isn't going to come along and shit on me and actually mean it and then make me feel even lesser.
Yeah. Because it's one thing to joke about that kind of thing, because when we read each other, there is a foundation of trust.
Yes.
Because you know deep down, like, that's where it kind of like, it's like, how is it the difference? It's a foundation of trust and sincerity where if I read you, you know deep down I would murder someone for you. Like,
100%.
Dawn and I will go out and get the Chevy, get the axe, get the...
Chevy?
I don't know cars. I just thought of the... What car?
really are white.
I know! I don't even have a car. I don't even have a license.
Now. I don't want to be tied to the back of a Chevy and
I'll make sure
drug to the town.
I'll make sure you get a sleeping bag first. I'll put you in a sleeping bag. I'll tie you up, and I'll be like, "Look, it's a Jolly Rancher!" Whee!
You open up the back of your trunk and he's just in a onesie and a sleeping bag.
I want to make sure he's comfortable as humanly possible.
He's just, there's just a little snack pack beside it.
I'll get you a juice box. I'll get you a snack bag. I'll get you a little sucker. I'll get you... All right, and then I'll roll you out onto the ground. Like, okay, it's time to go.
Time to go.
Time to go.
But see, all these horrible things that we're like building on because the three of us have an entire trust in each other.
I usually feel it's the person, though.
I don't think that V is actually going to like throw anybody into the back of
Do
the
you
Chevy.
think I could with these little tiny
I've
hoogliness?
seen them guns.
It's true.
I've seen them guns.
If it was like, get rid of this dead body or go to prison for life, I'm pretty sure you'd muster up the strength.
Oh, I definitely would. I have my boyfriend for that. I have my entire polycule for that.
Yeah.
Explaining to my family my polycule, that's another story. They're just
What
like,
is that? I don't
it's
know.
a
That's a
group
new
of-
word to me.
Oh, okay. So here, sidetrack.
I'm thinking like QAnon, poly.
No. I love Israel being like, you shut the fuck up.
Tall downhill.
And she feels about to throw the camera out the window.
I'm like,
guys.
fuck you. Sorry.
It's too black. No. I didn't believe it at first, but now I definitely do.
Okay, imagine molecule, like one. Like,
Okay, yeah.
And then polycule is like a group of people you kind of are connected to, like a weird relationship family tree. Yes.
So like a criminal organization without the criminal, more organization.
It's an organization that the interconnectors is sex.
Yes.
Or relationship.
So I'm dating my boyfriend, who's dating his long-term partner, and that partner's dating another person who's also a long-term partner. And so that's kind of like, that's how we're kind of connected in a way. So it's like, I'm dating someone, that person's also dating someone, that person's also dating someone. So it's kind of like a group. And it's like a square.
You guys all get together at Christmas?
Oh yeah, we have.
Okay.
We got together Christmas,
Cool.
holidays. No, it's like a little family in
Yeah.
a weird way. And it's actually just like, when I told you I was not ready for that in a weird way, because it's just like it all happened so fast that here I am at Thanksgiving and Christmas. I know. Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I'm sitting next to my partner, and I'm just like, how the fuck did this happen? And he's like, I don't fucking know, because it just happened so fast that we're all celebrating a beautiful holiday. Well, not Thanksgiving, fuck Thanksgiving. But we're celebrating our time together, eating food. No, fuck that shit. No. But we're having Christmas together, and everyone just loves each other, and it's kind of like that respect, like, I see you, and I see your relation, but that doesn't define you. You know, it's just like, yeah, some people are fucking others more than others, but it's not ashamed. Like,
Yeah.
no, absolutely. So that's kind of like how I'm gonna. And so explain that to my parents. They're just like, are they all gonna come over here? And I'm like,
You guys have just one mass orgy twice a week? Like,
how do you? Because my mom asked us, like, do you all?
cleans up?
My mom asked that. Do you guys go 2 at a time or 3 at a time? And
Did everyone swallow?
Does
I don't-
everyone swallow? My mom's not that grotesque. She's French. Oh, she's more.
My family's French too.
Yeah, but
and
she's
they're
more
French.
conservative than she likes to be.
Oh,
That she's,
okay.
but she's like, I would never. And I'm like,
You know, France is so grotesque, they accepted the Nazis. They're just like, come on in, guys.
Yeah, let's come on in. Let's design your.
We're fine at the end
Was
of
it
this.
Hugo Boss who designed the Nazi
Yeah,
outfits?
yeah.
Is he
they were
French or?
sexy.
He's German.
Oh, it's German.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's sexy.
It was a sex.
Sexy
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Picture them coming down the runway at their swastika.
oh, it's like I hate it when good
People are
design.
hating
Stepping
Goose
right
stepping
down the
down.
runway.
Standing on. You're
Hitler
not
with the
standing
hip.
on.
Hitler with the hip. Like
Hitler.
Hitler.
and hip and hip and Heil and Heil.
Hit all of your marks here. They're yelling at
So
them.
that's an example of offensive joke because it's a terrible thing to joke about.
Coping mechanism.
Right.
Because humor, that's also another angle.
But I just want to see a bunch of like Nazi outfits with pride rainbows behind them, and then like
Okay, so with that, if that did happen,
Broadway music.
Springtime for Hitler.
Springtime for Hitler.
And Germany producers, yes. But like, if you actually if you saw someone walk down the street in a Hitler uniform, but instead of the swastika, it's a rainbow, would you have mixed feelings, or would you?
I'd be like, you're rebelling, obviously.
It's just like an
what that
ironic-
is. Well, it's like, remember the Southern flag? So they got that, but there's the pride behind it, and I'm like, this is beautiful. Like, this is hilarious. Like,
on one hand, it's like, but on the other hand, you're just like,
because they're using it as a symbol of rebellion.
Yeah.
What art is?
Like, it's
It
a symbol
is.
of rebellion,
Just
and
like-
they're using it in the same way.
It's kind of like them saying, this is what I was born into, but I'm going to change it.
Yeah.
It's like, this is who I am. Now, it's just like, oh, I'm gay. I'm so gay.
Da-da.
But yeah, offensive jokes. It's also a coping mechanism for trauma, right? Because
Yeah.
people
100%.
But people, when they hear an offensive joke, depending on what kind of offense, like if we joke about like trigger warning, like self-mutilation or like any kind of like.
But the thing is,
yeah.
I joke about self-mutilation.
You do
all the time.
Yeah. So
Do you hear me on PlayStation? Like,
yes. Well, that's
I'm jumping out of the window. You got like
the amount of
to the window, to the walls, to the scars all down my balls. All this torment.
Somebody help.
Girls.
Somebody help. Thank
but
you.
like-
Thank you. Gentlemen, thank you.
No, but I make jokes about self-harm a lot because I'm also making fun of myself, and I'm also coping with that trauma.
Yeah, because you're literally putting damage on yourself to feel something. And
Well, that's why the original faces were the happy and pain. Because
Yeah.
you can't have one with the other. Your happiness is due to a lot of the pain you had in
Yeah.
life, and vice versa.
Yeah, I think when I got lucky enough that my parents were, as growing up, my parents were overprotective of me because I've been through trauma and that kind of thing. So I didn't get a chance to hear all the jokes that, at high school that people calling me faggot or anything. They just put ear blinders like, shh, You're not a faggot. Like, what if I want to be a faggot? What if I want to?
What if this is what I want?
No, but now here's the thing.
Hi, thank you.
Hi guys. Here's the thing. Well,
Thanks.
Thank you for acknowledging. I used to hate the word faggot because growing up that meant such a tormenting thing. You know, I meant like if someone called me a faggot, it means they knew and I could die at any moment. However, now that I've grown up and I'm surrounding myself with like a support circle, other queers, other gays, I call.
It's like my favorite.
It's
word.
one of my favorite
Like-
words now. Like fag.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah. Yeah.
creativity, nerve, and talent.
Yeah, creativity, nerve, and talent. Yeah, exactly. It's just like I've earned the word fag as like an award thing, right? It's kind of like
a badge of
queer.
honor.
It's kind of like queer back in the day. My dad and I had this conversation where it's like, I just don't feel comfortable that you're calling yourself queer because back in my day, that was a terrible word.
terrible word,
It was like, you're queer. You're gonna get hanged on a cross.
Buggery.
Buggery.
You're out there committing buggery.
You're doing the same thing as I am. You're taking ownership of it,
yeah.
and then twisting it around.
Because queer in general is just means happy.
But like,
No, it doesn't. No, it's gay.
Queer means odd.
Oh.
Queer means something's not right about the
gay
situation.
is happy,
Gay
and
is happy.
queer is off.
They were
Yes.
using queer derogatory. You're an off human.
Yeah,
You're
like that. Like,
something
there's
not
something
quite
not right about you.
Okay.
Little odd,
Shows
little
what I
queer.
know about history.
So
Yeah.
pretty much, it's just like owning your own traumas,
Yeah.
not being a shit person to other people.
Yeah, just don't.
And just like nothing serious. Just laugh about it, and that's the tea.
T.